Good evening, everybody. Let's see what happened today. Say the option here. Going over the market, nothing special. It was FOMC day, but there's no Powell, and when there's no Powell, there's no fun. And tomorrow market is closed, and then we have a lot of news coming in. The continuation of Nvidia, and what else? Friday market open, full day, and then we are going back to normal until next holiday. All right, let's see what happened today. Nothing special. It was in the range, up and down at the open, and then midday we had a nice drop, nice bounce up, then choppy moves until close on the NQ and the ES. 4 hour and the TTM squeeze and MACD is still bearish downward, so it's still possible. Maybe it opens up the next day on Friday, and then maybe it falls again. We'll see until we don't have a yellow bar and 4 hour MACD is not golden cross. Trend is down. In general, daily MACD is still downward, weekly is downward. Once the 4 hour MACD golden crosses on the ES, which is possible to do because we have a day off tomorrow, and futures are actually, yeah, futures are open. So the futures should be open, I think, tomorrow until 12 or 1 p.m. Then it may close that time, around that time, 12 or 1, and opens again at 6 p.m. So it's gonna be a long period. So we'll see the effect on the TTM squeeze, if we're gonna get a yellow bar or if the MACD is gonna curve up. But if the 4 hour MACD comes up, if the golden crosses, may have a bullish Friday, maybe not. If there's still gonna be red bar, expect that every repop gets sold, and that's a little bit sign of the bear market. Like it goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back. These are sign of bear market. NQ on two very similar. Weekly is still not dead cross yet. 4 hour daily is still downward. Today same, almost same action. Nvidia was the biggest effect on the fall. To Dow Jones, weekly and daily is still downward. 4 hour need to get a golden cross to get interesting. Today was just a bloodbath for the quantums. It was crazy. This Jensen comes and says, quantums are far, far away, and then they ran crazy. All the quantum stocks, just search symbol quantum, everything. Last few weeks they were going up crazy, and it's funny. Nvidia actually posted 2 days ago jobs for quantum, and then right now one of my buddies shared with me, and now they come and says quantums are a mess, is far behind, so not clear what Jensen is doing. Anyway, um to RTY, some interesting flows came in this, so I'm going to show you at the end. 4 hour, we still don't have yellow bar, but I think there is some possibility that money flows back to the small caps. It's possible to have some short-term run up. That's from what I'm seeing from the flow. DXY, still holding up there. 10 year, to holding above there. 4 hours near dead cross. Wicks, Wicks always got to pay attention to it. Whenever you see jump, you gotta be careful. Market can dump anytime you see VIX jump, not a good sign. Let's go to BTC. 4 hour downward, daily downward, and weekly we getting the first dark blue bar after long time, since October. We didn't have a dark blue bar. That's a very bad sign. So if the and we Department of Justice, DOJ, is cleared to sell $6 billion. So I know MSTR, MicroStrategy, keeps buying billions, but at the same time, right now, a $6 billion dump comes in before inauguration for Trump. They want to sell it because they know Trump wants to make a reserve, and now they want to sell it before he does the reserve. But anyway, they can buy it back, maybe hopefully cheaper later. Anyhow, most likely they're gonna sell, and that's gonna have affect the market. It's possible to have more pullback. But yeah, BTC had a nice run up again, but it's continuing showing its weakness. And if that sell comes in soon, it's gonna have more effect. Anyhow, Apple, 4 hour is golden cross, but it's holding up in the range, and 240 right now is just seems like a big wall. If it does break that one, 239. Let me see the levels. 239 is a key level. If you can't hold it, bigger dump can come to the lower level, 237, 235, 233. In general, daily is downward, bar is on the rise, so it is possible to break 240. But don't forget, when market get bearish, more bearish, and Apple is always a money parking heaven. um, Amazon, do Amazon times inside range today. It's still very bearish on the 4-hour daily. Weekly we're starting getting dark blue bar until the 4 hours not golden cross. Expect weakness or choppiness there. Nvidia continues going lower. It went below 140. It held it, came up above it, and right now it's just around 140. It was a joke actually. That market is gonna bullish and bearish is on the edge. If Nvidia goes above 140, bullish. Below 140, bearish. So but joke aside, Nvidia has a huge effect on market, just huge, unbelievable. The higher goes, can lift up the market. Goes lower, can drag down the market. AVGO, above daily MACD, as I said, is daily dead cross yesterday, but is holding around 228 level. If it can hold that level, which you can see here many times went below it and came back up, went below, came back up. If at any time breaks to 24, 225, let's say, that's danger. It can go to 222, 215, and to 211. But keep in mind, this was a name that had a strong earning. It went as high as 250. It's until next earning is probably 2 months. Let me see. The earning was like maybe 2 3 weeks ago, and so we're looking at 2.5 months. So at some point, once the 4-hour golden crosses, this is possible to have another big run up. Keep in mind, because it had a good earning, people maybe think gonna have another good earning next quarter, next earning, and it's possible to have another big run up. I'm not saying it's gonna go back to 250, but it's possible to come lower and then come back to 240 maybe. Anyhow, coin actually really nice, interesting flows coming in. Let me show you guys the flows. These are the flows for today. We got at the open SPY big put, $4 million, 131 584p. That's really interesting. And another one on the IWM, we got two puts. One is 3 million, another one 3 million. Both same strike. So total is around $7 million, 221. And then MSTR. Remember I showed you yesterday there was call coming in. Again, calls coming in, 117, 460, almost $3 million. That's really interesting. And then we got NDX call, 3 million. That's very far for April. For sure he's gonna make money. At some point he's gonna bounce up, hopefully. HIMS actually really interesting. I never saw HIMS getting a big put. Maybe there's a report or something going in. Let me look at the chart. So weekly is near that cross. A few times it came down to 225, it bounced up, 25 to 20 bounce up, but it seems like Wall Street is attacking it, and it has a very red day today, 7%. If once 24, 25 breaks, it's possible to go lower. So HIMS and the strike they're hitting is 27, so it's and in the money. That's actually interesting. Yeah. So this is interesting actually. Keep in mind, I'm gonna add it to my list. See what's gonna happen to it. The DOG 135. That's huge. 8 million. Wow. Indeed. You see, these people, these are big people. Somebody who goes 4 million, 5 million, $10 million position. Obviously, this guy has a few 1 billion minimum or few $1 billion portfolio or access to, and then on top of that, if somebody has that much money, he knows many people who has that much money too. So he buys a big position, put for example, and then he starts shorting, and then he start telling his friend, hey, I'm shorting this, and then other people join it, and then it goes down big time, and then people will like, oh, then retail joins us. Once retail join and goes more down and gets panic, they lock their gains. That's how this system works. What else? So yeah, DDOG, same thing. You can see here, I made a new high here, pulled back. Weekly MACD is near dead cross, and that one is it's far, 2 months away. So he has plenty of time to make profit. 135, not too far, not too expensive either. Anyhow, MSTR got another one, 370 for 117. OPEX, 117 January OPEX, not a bad play. $8 million again. I like these plays. There's another one 460. There's another one 370. Just keep in mind, 2 3 weeks ago they loaded up MSCR before when it was going down. They loaded up at the bottom. They added more, and then they locked profit. So it's possible maybe they playing for profit, or maybe it's a new position that the new somebody new play. Anyhow, that's pretty much it for these flows. And then let's see, where were we? So no, there was no coin today. I made a mistake. But coin is still 4 hour daily is downward. Weekly MACD is left cross gonna be problem. Low of that last week was 246, and today went as low as 252. So once the 4 hour golden cross again, it's possible to have another bounce up. Keep an eye on coin. If MSTR goes, coin, so does coin. What else you got here? Next one, Netflix. Nothing exciting. Still keeping the low. This one it can't even bounce up. So you can see here since 1226, no solid bounce up. So and right now 4 hours near that cross. So this one is possible. Once the 870 passes, it's possible to have another big dump. 470, if it passes, we are looking at 871, 865, 857. Major level is 846. 846, it's possible to come. Meta. Meta, very nice jump up last 2 days ago, but then it got dumped. It almost hit 600, but the buyers came in very fast at the open. You can see here you can see here it dumped very fast at 602 and very fast bounce up. So it's a battleground. Nothing exciting, but it's still very bearish on the 4 hour. Weekly is kind of flat. Daily got a golden cross but flat. So a mixed signal, hard to predict. Not everything is predictable. We're all about predictability, probability. What's more possible to win or lose? Tesla, as mentioned before, we got dark blue bar on weekly. Daily 4 hours still downward. Very choppy actions. Up to 402, down to 388, then come up. It's gonna be, as you can see here, IV is getting killed. IV went as high as this point here on 1216 when he made up to 480, but IV is getting killed. So be cautious playing Tesla. Once IV is getting killed, especially these choppy sessions, choppy up and down. If you're on the wrong side, your premium can die very fast. So avoid Tesla for now until you get a solid play. Microsoft continuing going lower again. It jumped up nice, but it pulled back again. Weekly MACD is dead cross confirmed. That's not a good sign. 4 hour daily is downward. It's all about 415. If it does pass that one, bigger trouble ahead. Otherwise, consolidation ahead until we'll see what's gonna happen. Google is still holding up. Quantum was a big effect, Jensen said, as I mentioned, but it didn't affect Google so far. What else? MSTR went lower, came back up. As I mentioned, those flows are really interesting. 460, 117, and I'm sorry, 460, 117, and 370, 170. This is just pure lotto. I mean, 100 points, over 100 points away, but you never know. Maybe they hit it. Need to get, Bitcoin need to get a 4 hour MACD golden cross. And the good interesting thing is tomorrow is off, and then we have Friday and we have Saturday, Sunday, so there is plenty of time to have a bounce up. Maybe if it goes back to 100, they can profit. We never know. That's pretty much it on the names that I follow. We got AMD there and SPY and QQ. Those are the last one. AMD, of course, Nvidia. If Nvidia, AMD is like a baby of Nvidia. So if Nvidia goes up crazy, AMD tags along a little bit, comes up too. If Nvidia goes down, AMD goes down crazy. And then we got a sell downgrade today. It was just it already was weak yesterday, and then it got even worse today. 4 hour, this name is still very bearish on weekly, even though daily is upward. Yesterday the 4 hour MACD dead cross around close, and then lucky whoever whoever held put, you got a sell downgrade, and boom, big dump. SPY, very choppy session due to FOMC, but no Powell. Still 4 hour downward again. Once the 4 hour, same thing like QQ. Once the 4 hour MACD golden cross, bulls can have some hope for another dead cat bounce up. What else? That's pretty much it on the major names. Um, Let me see. To mRNA was wild. It went around. It was yesterday very bullish. It went up crazy. It went up to 50 this morning, and then from 50 all the way to 43. Um, Q BTS. That's insane. 36% drop in one day. Just crazy, wild. eBay got interesting. That was FB is gonna post their post in their marketplace. Marketplace Facebook actually is really hot. I mean, I personally bought a lot of stuff and sold a lot of stuff on marketplace, and it's looks like I don't know if you guys did craze this before. It was very hot market, very something not crazy in technology, but it was very busy, and now Facebook took over it, and it just it's a something big, and it does have a huge potential. Anyway, that's it. If there's no symbol request, you can always DM me, and have a beautiful day. Enjoy the holiday tomorrow, and have fun with family, and thank you for joining in.